Hey everybody, welcome to another video. This is a review and my initial first couple of weeks impression of this holster by FDO. Fierce Defender was, I guess, the name that they used to go by. Fierce Defender FDO appendix sidecar style inside the waistband appendix holster. Okay, this particular one was made for the SIG P365, and I believe this holster will accept the P365X and possibly the XL. I'm not sure, but this model here, this gun that I have here, is the P365X. But the holster was actually made for just the P365. So as you can see, it will hold and perfectly fit the P365X. Okay. I'm gonna take the magazine out, and I'm gonna take the gun out. Okay. So there is absolutely no issue of gun safety here. The gun is not in the video anymore. All right, so here, my first impression when I first got it out of the box was awesome. The build quality, the fit and finish, just felt really great. There is absolutely nothing about this product that screams shoddy workmanship or anything like that. The edges along the holster is very smooth and very well made. Okay, so there is absolutely nothing coarse or sharp or uncomfortable about any part of the edges here along the holster. Okay, it is not only finished properly and smooth, but it has like a coating that is very smooth and different than the actual finish to the rest of the gun. I mean the holster. Okay. Now, far as build quality, I have absolutely no issues. Now, the comfort or their lack of is more to do with the design than the actual build of the holster. Okay, to me, my body frame, to me, what is uncomfortable, the most uncomfortable part about this holster is the sweat guard. The actual sweat guard coming all the way to the top of the gun is not what makes it uncomfortable. What makes it uncomfortable is this point right here. See this point right here? Okay. And the channel, the deep channel that is made all the way down here. And that's for the takedown lever, slide release, and the gun safety. Okay, I'm gonna show you the gun. On this side of the gun, you have the safety, you have the slide release right here, and the takedown lever. Okay, that channel was made for this stuff right here. Okay, 1, 2, 3 things. All right, now that's fine. But I don't think they should have brought it all the way to the top of the sweat guard. It really doesn't need to be all the way up here. They could have cut that channel shorter. They could have cut from here to there without this point. Okay, I put the gun back in. See, and now with the gun in, yeah, it looks great because it covers all the way up to the top of the gun. Okay, but look at the amount of space right there between the gun and the channel. Uh, it. I don't think this channel here, the groove, should have been made so pronounced, so deep. It doesn't really need to be that deep. Actually, I think they could get away with making this a lot more shallow right here. This dip a lot more shallow, and you can still fit the gun in there fine. Because if you look at the actual slide, release, and takedown lever and the safety, it doesn't protrude that far out of the gun. So the exaggerated groove here is really unnecessary. They made it just too protruding, and that caused, with it coming all the way up top to the top of the sweat guard at an angle, that really this really pokes into you, pokes you kind of wrong. All right, so that's the only complaint that I have in reference to the top portion of the holster. Other than that, awesome. Okay, there is absolutely no discomfort, even with the magazine in. There's no discomfort at all with this magazine. To me, in my body frame, it does not poke into my body or nothing like that. I like it. Very comfortable, other than this little point right here. And I'm sure if I want to, I could sand that down, or I could cut that away and sand it down and adjust that myself, I guess. Now, the discomfort at the bottom portion, I think that this claw right here, this juncture right here, I can feel that actually this part down here, actually dig into my pelvic area, or my upper groin area, and it's very uncomfortable. You can adjust it. You can lift the your pants up a little bit, and this and that, but you're always gonna feel a constant pressure in this area. I tried taking off the claw and just using the holster without the claw, and lessen the width of this area right here. So maybe it'll dig less into my pelvic area, but it's the overall width of the holster right here from this point to this point that is actually causing this area right here to press against my pelvic area. So in order to accommodate this claw arm, they had to, I guess, build this area here, and this area is what's actually causing this part here to dig into my pelvic area. If they had come down to the trigger guard area and cut away this whole two screw area right here, cut away, I think there would have been like a 100% comfort. You probably wouldn't even be able to tell you have a holster in your waistband if this part here, this whole part right here, was not there. Okay. Now the trigger guard area right here, yeah, that has to be there because the retention part is in the trigger. I think what they could have done is they could have made this area right here raised up, or glue a portion high up, like maybe a three-quarter of an inch up, to act as a claw built-in claw right here in the trigger area. I know you can't put screws in here to put some kind of a lift, but because you have to be able to pull the trigger out smoothly. But if they had to molded or glued a trigger, a lift here to help the act as a, if this part here was glued to this part in the trigger area, it would act as a built-in claw to push the holster in, so that the handle can be pushed in towards the body. So that would go, actually, that raised part, this raised part here would just be moved over to where the trigger guard is, glued onto there. Just get rid of the whole arm and this portion down here. If they did that, this gun would be practically invisible in your waistband. You wouldn't be able to feel it at all. So, like I said, overview, the discomforting factor to me is the top portion right here where the point is, and this area right here that digs into my pelvis. So get rid of the arm, get rid of this screwed area, cut away that part right here, cut away this part, move this claw piece and glue it right here, so it would press up against the belt clip, the belt, and act as a built-in claw right here. Okay, that would actually make this holster supremely comfortable. But overall, even with those little discomforting factors, I found that this holster is highly concealable. There's certain ways I could put it on where you can't really tell. You can't tell anything. It doesn't print, nothing. It just looks like I'm wearing a t-shirt over my pants. That's it. So other than that, I love it. It's a great holster. I may add a padding right here. I may add a wedge or foam or something maybe right here. Maybe that will alleviate the poking sensation that I get in my pelvis from this area right here. I may do that. But overall, as is from the factory, I don't think you can beat it for the price. I got this for $75 from Amazon. I didn't have to wait but 3 days to get it. Whereas to, I believe, the tier 1, you have to wait, I don't know, a month or maybe even 2 months to get it, depending on how busy they are. And also, theirs is like twice the cost of one of these. Okay, so if you're on a budget, if you don't want to spend a lot of money, I don't think you can go wrong with getting this one. I have not tried the tier 1, so I can't give you a direct comparison, but I have looked at other reviews, other people comparing the two, and it's pretty neck and neck as far as comfort and ergonomics and all that. It's pretty much head to head. Now, another negative part I'm going to show you right here. I said that the fit and finish was awesome. Everything felt great, and it's true. But the part right here, this part right here, where my finger's at, that comes in contact with the upper left part of the slide of the gun. Okay, and that caused a crease mark on top of the slide. I'll show you. I don't know if it's going to focus. I actually buffed the crease mark. I cleaned it up. along the side here, right here, where my fingers touching, my index fingers touching, right here, it made a crease mark at the top of the gun slide, and I found out it was this plastic, this part of the holster right here that comes in contact with the top of the slide, right here where my fingers touching, that caused that crease mark. So what I did was I took a knife and shaved it a little bit and filed it down a little bit, and it does it a lot less now. So other than that, I have absolutely no other complaints. I think that I made the right. I still think that I made the right choice. I think if I ever do decide to purchase another holster, I'm probably gonna get one that doesn't have the magazine holder, and go for something even smaller, something more concealable. But the concealability factor in this with this holster is none. There's no issues with that. This holster, with my body frame, I'm 5'8" and 185 pounds. I have a very slight gut, and this fits in my body style and conceals everything almost perfectly. Okay, concealability is absolutely no issue, no complaints whatsoever with that part. I just wish that they didn't make this part right here so pointy and so protruding out away from the gun. They didn't have to make it so deep. Also, this part right here, it does dig into my pelvis. I don't know about anybody else's, but I may just, like I said, fix that with the padding or some kind of wedge. All right, so that is my review of this FDO Fierce Defender holster. I hope that you got a really good look at it. I'll give you a twirl look at it. I think it's a very good holster for the money. I've worn this several times since I got it out and about, and I can't lie to you and say it was totally comfortable. There were times when I felt, yeah, it's a little uncomfortable. It's causing some pain here and there, but at the same time, it does what it's supposed to do. It carries your gun concealed very well, and with some getting used to, you should have no problems being able to sport this every day. All right, thanks for watching.